What up, though? Milwaukee's Realest Podcast. Mr. Unpopular Opinion, Torium.
BB Handy. That's Taylor, y'all.
Milwaukee's Realest Podcast. Shit, what up, though? Welcome back to Real Bar Talk, Milwaukee's Realest Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Unpopular Opinion, Tori. I'm joined by my co-host.
Booty chick. No, I'm just kidding. BB Handy. I can't deal with you. Hey, y'all, it's Kayla. I'm feeling real booty cheeks today.
One week you booty cheeks, the next week you not. Oh, well, I want the PornHub music. No. Like, I was today years old when I found out that PornHub had its own theme music.
Yes, because we don't be on PornHub.
Yeah, but Tommy, our engineer, informed us how he knows I don't know.
He already know that it plays at the beginning of every porn.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Nope.
You said that it plays
at the beginning of the porn.
Which means you had to watch multiple videos to know that this music plays. I don't know. I watch XNXX.
Yeah, on the beginning of mine, it does that.
That's only on certain videos when it pop up, though, ain't it?
It used to do it on the second video. Now it always does it on the first video.
The ad pop up?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I pay attention.
I do.
Might be
because I be like, skip.
Getting the equipment together at that point in time.
Equipment, I just get to
don't
work.
throw us a ditty like you don't watch porn.
Oh,
here we go.
I don't.
It's always one that say they don't watch porn.
I'm so serious. I don't.
You don't know what
You've never watched a porn, Kayla?
No.
Never.
Never
seen two people having sex.
I've seen two people having sex, but it was
porn.
No.
Porn. That's exactly what it is.
It was live action.
Yeah, it was live action.
Porn.
Oh, you watch people. Oh, so watching
I
on
walked
the
in
screen.
On somebody.
But you said you watched.
In the porn industry, they have.
I watch it on TV.
It's called voyeur. That's what it's called in the porn industry.
Yeah,
somebody that likes to watch is called voyeur.
That's a category on XNXX.
Yes.
Nothing to be
I
over
don't
there
watch
blushing
it
about.
like y'all or like other people.
Are you judging us?
Yes.
Yeah, because you like y'all. You don't know how much I watch porn.
Exactly.
You watch it on TV. I don't watch it on TV.
I watch it on my
TV. I watch it on my phone.
I have cellular data for that. T-Mobile
And I like
data.
to turn my my Wi-Fi off because sometimes it gets sketchy and start loading and stuff. My Wi-Fi be real good, just go right through.
I be thinking people can track my IP address, so
They can track everything. Actually,
I don't be wanting people to know what I be watching.
I bet the people that be looking at our email or our little web browsers, they be like, these bitches filthy.
Shit, I feel filthy after after I'm done.
I be getting up having to take a shower.
I be looking at like, Tori, what the fuck is you watching, man?
Sometimes I be watching shit I'm like, how did I get here? It be cartoons. I be like, how did I get here?
Like, Tori, you sick mother. Like, you need to go to meetings or something. Right.
Oh, you gonna test me?
We got a comment.
Let's see.
Don't test me with a good time.
Damn, if I could think, what would be my favorite category? What is my most searched category? I don't even think I have.
I be watching everything. I watch gay porn.
Gay?
I watch gay porn.
I won't say nothing because
So when I was
cancel
in
culture is
Dallas,
out there.
they had it on. So I guess I did watch it because.
Oh, now you want to admit it.
No, after she said gay porn, we went to a bar and they had live porn on the damn screen, like right behind ordering the drinks.
Yeah, what
I don't know the name of it, but it was like one of those after set. I'm gonna get the name for my friend.
That played gay porn.
Yes.
I'd been mad if y'all
Swear
took
to
me
God.
there.
They be going in.
I'd been mad if y'all took me there.
It was probably like 2 straight men in there.
He gonna be in there. It's an agenda.
I'm walking out. I ain't even gonna say nothing because you say something you done.
2 straight men in there.
Probably like 2
I don't
straight
believe
men.
they straight.
All the rest of them was Party,
they didn't see
party
two,
guys.
they didn't see two men just thanging it out and didn't want to leave.
No, because it was literally just one screen behind the bar where you order your drinks.
So it was a bit in high definition. Two men going at it. And it was two straight men in there. How straight were they?
They were straight, like,
How
for
you
real.
know how straight they were?
They had their girls with them.
And watch a gay porn?
You know,
They wasn't necessarily watching. Like I said, it's an after set. So after we left from one club, we
you know how
went
many
there and
times
it was
I go
like
down
music.
to the little drag show.
And then you see the shit.
I go
so
to
I
the drag
recorded.
show and see men with
Was
their
the audio
wives
going
putting
too?
little things in
Was the
their
audio going too?
Nah.
Men moaning and the stuff clapping and
No,
stuff. No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm walking out. For real. Well, Tori, let's go check out this app. Say, cool, man, let's roll in there. And then get in there, get to looking around. And like, hey, bro, what's going on the screen
Nah,
over here?
straight porn be too fake, though. It ain't like the old
I
days
looked
with
up, I'm
booty
like, oh
talk
my
and stuff
God.
when they was really getting banged out and then, you know, the moans was real. These was faking it. They faking it.
You know what? Faking
Then when I go to Ebony Porn, it's always a white bitch on there.
I don't like the way they
Always a white
titties
bitch.
look.
Well, that's affirmative action.
Well,
You
black.
gotta have at
Even
least
if
one.
I see black, it's a biracial that look more white, and I'm just like, bitch, I said black,
You got to type in African American.
huh?
Or
Type
African.
in African
Type
American.
in
Because
African.
Africans, they porns be dirty as shit. They feet be dirty.
That's racist.
No, that's just dirty.
You can find good African porn.
It'd be looking like some Summer Walker shit.
I've
It's
looked.
dirty.
No, parody. I love parodies. That's what I do. I love parody porn. So I watched one with Saw. Jigsaw was giving directions, and they had.
I watched
like,
one with X-Men and the Scooby-Doo one.
I watched one with. Well, it was a long time ago, so it won't be as funny now. But it was the Cosby one.
None.
You don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, you don't. Just go ask Josh tonight. Like, hey, you want to watch a porn? See how
Like, what
quickly
the
he be
fuck
like,
you
oh,
on?
wait, I got one for you lined up right here.
Y'all be like, what the fuck you on?
Y'all just be sitting in bed and just put XNXX on.
Okay.
Well, I don't watch porn with my wife.
Just scroll.
That's my me
You don't
time.
watch with your wife?
That's my me time.
You and Mel ain't never watched together? Nah, y'all don't know what y'all missing either. There be some hot, horny shit going on during that.
You do. After I get, you know.
No, I mean during. I'd be like, how'd she do that? Let's go try it. Like, oh, we finna outdo some shit up in here, baby.
But you don't want nobody touching
competition
your
now.
butt.
No, though, not my booty hole. I ain't
Yeah,
watching anal.
no, if we watching porn, let's watch porn. You want to try some stuff, let's try it.
No, I ain't watching anal.
Let's watch porn. That's part of porn.
I'd be like, your finger's so big. No.
That turn on. Like, that's right, baby.
No, because it's a
Like,
difference
take
in
this
how
stuff.
you do it. Some dudes can do it gracefully. And other people just stick it in there. And it's
Take
just,
this stuff.
Exactly, just like that.
Like, take it, bitch.
It's
Sure
just
is.
like you don't make the mood or nothing. You just stick your thumb up my ass, and I just feel hella uncomfortable and dirty. I feel dirty.
Well, it should be some spit,
Like-
you know.
No,
before
it
that.
ain't.
So they just take their thumb and just rev it up your booty.
It made me think of Scary Movie when she was like, get your thumb out my ass and did that. Boop. That's how dry I be. Like, no, eat my butt.
Then
do
stick your thumb in there.
it. Yeah. We can't do nothing afterwards because then I look at you like you're filthy.
We can't do that. I mean, it's your booty. What do you mean? I'm filthy.
You're filthy.
Exactly why. Right.
Right.
Kind of.
I'm like talking about I'm filthy and it's her butt. Like what the hell?
I just can't. It's like,
Nah, I could understand if they, kind of lubing your booty up.
that's like a
and
dude that
everything.
sucked my toes. I never mess with him again.
Why?
You're just filthy.
For sucking your toes.
Because I think of all the other toes he done sucked.
That
I'm
ain't
done
your
with her.
business. Now you being messy. That ain't got nothing to do with you.
I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
oh, God. Goodness gracious. I'm never coming back over here again.
That I'm coming up for a kiss. That's exactly what I'm doing. Exactly.
You go over and kiss, I'll be like,
You grab right by the cheeks and you're like, because you ain't just gonna talk about me. Like, I know how y'all doing them group texts and stuff. You ain't just gonna be, oh, this nigga filthy. He had his tongue all in my boot. Yeah, and I made out with you after. So.
It's different.
What's different?
It's different.
What's different?
It's caught in the moment, so you don't even think about it.
About kissing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course not. That's why I don't feel there should be any restraints on having sex, especially with your partner.
I can
There
agree
shouldn't
to
be
that.
no
Except for if
restraints.
you suck my toes.
So what you gonna do? Get a divorce because the man put your toe in his mouth?
I'd be like, let me go check this prenup. No, just kidding.
No, you can't look at nobody and say they nasty, especially if you with them after having sex.
I mean, it's different if we married. You've been sucking my toes for a while now. But if this our first time going at it, and you just suck my toes our first time going at
He
it.
maybe got
It's a first impression. You got to give the best you can on the first
Right.
interview.
I probably didn't even know you was. I wasn't prepared. You was finna suck my toes.
No,
you probably got the
You was prepared.
crevices
Yeah, right.
in it. Well, I mean, I had on flip flops, but that mean all the air and all that other grimy shit done hit my damn feet and stuff. I didn't know he was gonna suck my toes that night, so I just came over in flip flops and everything done hit my feet and stuff. I would have came over.
Did you perhaps tell
I
him
would have put
no?
some
don't
socks
suck my
on with
toes?
some slides or something.
He had to know that you like.
I didn't know
having
he
feet.
had a foot fetish until I came over.
Sucking toes ain't really a foot fetish.
He literally
Now, if
says,
he was jacking himself off with
says-
your feet, that's a foot
He
fetish.
says he has a foot fetish.
Okay, but that's not displaying a foot fetish. Putting feet in your mouth is not necessarily a foot fetish. Now, yeah, that's right. That's just part of sex. Now, if he was jacking your feet off, himself off
He
with
the
your
only
feet,
dude I ever knew that sucked my toes.
or holding your feet while
the way
he
he sucked my
masturbated,
toes. I got on socks.
take them off.
Hey, my feet ain't ugly.
He didn't say he was. He said, "Let me see him."
You said that was the only person who ever did it, so maybe that all the people previous was like, nah, I passed.
Cause I don't think anybody. Cause he had a foot fetish.
That's not a foot fetish.
He said he had a foot fetish.
And I'm telling you,
And
that's not a foot fetish.
He was in my inbox. I want to suck your toes again.
Sucking somebody's toes is not a foot fetish.
If the person says they have a foot fetish, I'm gonna listen to what the hell the person says.
You don't listen to nothing nobody say no other time, but this time you want to believe that the man had a foot fetish
It's a
because he sucked your
difference
toe.
when it's coming to you and you displaying it and
He didn't display. He just put your.
no. He like it wasn't. Until,
You're right. You go see where. Yeah, when you get home.
I don't know
Go
what.
exit.
I don't know
exit.
what. How many females done jacked him off with their feet? I don't know. All I know is I got my toes sucked that day. I don't know what feet things he been having going on.
Look up what a real foot fetish is, and when you get done
And
being
I
mortified,
probably gonna see
you
that
come
nigga
back to
on
the-
there. I'm probably gonna see that nigga on there.
And when you see people, smooth jacking off on people's feet, and
And he probably did that.
to you.
Not to me.
Oh.
I don't know. Was you drinking that now?
You said, was I drinking?
Yeah, because you
He
was like,
probably,
he probably
would've
did. And
let
I
him
didn't
do
know.
it. I probably would have done him do that if I was drinking, but no.
True. If somebody got a foot fetish, they got a foot fetish. Ain't
I'd
nothing
rather
wrong
you
with
nut on
that.
my feet than my face.
No. No.
You married. It's
Oh,
a
we got
difference.
It
It's a waste of a nut.
It definitely is.
Yeah, so you can't, Well, I guess it's a different stroke for different folks. Let them nut on your feet,
He wanted me to stroke his nuts with my feet.
and you didn't do it.
No.
See, this is why niggas cheat. What's so hard about you doing that one little request?
It's just weird.
But it ain't really doing nothing to you.
Hey, but the thing with me is I'm not going to get into a relationship with a dude that just randomly wants me to just jack him off with my feet.
Why?
Because that's not what I want. Why would I get into a relationship
But it's
when
not
I
just
know
what
that's
you
not
want.
what I want?
But that's just not about what you. It must be. So if he
It
got
has to be what both of us want, and I don't want to
out of
sit
10
there.
qualities, he meets 9, and the one is that you don't like is that he wants you to jack him off or rub his nuts with your feet. You're gonna ignore the other 9 qualities just because you feel that's demeaning or weird or whatever.
It depends on if I can find somebody that meets all the qualities.
See,
I have the option to find
I
someone
wouldn't care.
that meets all
I'm
the
like, okay,
qualities.
if you got 9 of the qualities, and I'm disgusted by the fact that you want me to stick my big toe in your pussy, I'm gonna be like, well, 9 is greater than 1. So
Well,
what I'm
one of
gonna
my
do
qualities
is I'm gonna
you
clip
gotta
my
let me
toenails
fish
and
you.
go right to work.
Let me fish you. I got everything else checked off, cooking, cleaning. Just let me put this fist up your asshole every now and then.
Who you talking to?
You.
Nah. But that's different.
Or just let me put
But-
a finger up your ass.
But that is different. Because now we're getting into the lines of sodomy. And that's borderline illegal anyway.
Definitely ain't no
Right.
Well, if she give
Rubbing
you
somebody.
head,
whole
no,
spread,
okay. Well, if she give you head, just want to stick her finger up your ass,
That's
just her
that's
finger
not
one.
the same. You gotta stay in the same category of feet.
Why? Because if I sit up, because when I
He
say
gotta
I
want
don't
his
want your
feet
thumb
licked
up
the
my
same
ass,
way.
I'm wrong. When I say I don't want my
I didn't say you was wrong. I'm just trying to get a clear
So
explanation.
how am I right when I say I don't want no thumb up my ass, but I'm wrong when I say I don't want to
I didn't say you was right for not wanting to thumb up your ass. Because I ain't going to be with nobody that got some weird rule like that. But I also ain't going to go dry in your booty hole either. I don't know what you been through. Because the thing you been through, that sound like rape.
I'm going to have to use that, what's that stuff I got that I never used?
Booty ease.
Yeah, that.
I remember when you posted that shit on Facebook.
I still ain't used it. It's
Booty
called
ease.
Right
Booty
now.
Ease. Huh?
Probably dried out now.
It ain't dried out. It's still in my top
It ain't
drawer.
nothing but
Sometimes
fucking
I shake
Vaseline.
it up
That's all it
every
is.
now and then.
It ain't nothing but petroleum jelly. She can go get that shit at
It's
Walgreens.
not. It actually has something there. It tingles your booty hole.
What?
It tingles your
Never
booty
heard of
hole.
it.
Me neither.
It tingles it and numbs it a little bit so you can get it in there with ease. I'm just scared to use it. I'm gonna use it one day.
Yeah, try it out.
It's not that bad.
Come give her a review.
Okay.
And let us know how things
I'm
went.
gonna do it. Do it.
I'm like, so it's sharing time, everybody. Amber, you can start.
Show and tell. Amber, what would you like to tell us today?
Right. How was your weekend, Amber?
If I call in, y'all gonna know why. I'm gonna be on the show.
With her butt in the sitting on the pillow and shit. Mm-hmm.
Lord.
Wait, who? Hey, look. Don't bring that fat. I'm so sick of y'all tagging me and shit with that her.
I was like, I'm gonna tag Tori because I know he can't say much. She gonna get put back in Facebook jail.
Y'all look, I was in Facebook jail the first time that video drop. I am so sick of Lizzo, man. I don't know what to do.
Look at your face.
I do. I'm disgusted with her. I'm tired of her. Look, again, I do not have a fat phobia or whatever y'all call it or whatever. I just don't like her. I'm tired of her big brown bottom all over my Facebook feed and stuff, and clapping all the ham and stuff all over the screen. I'm just sick.
That
I'm
was for
sick of her.
you.
That wasn't for
She
me.
tagged your name.
You know, she didn't. Because I don't
It
want to see.
was.
I do not want to see Big Shirley bouncing
Oh,
around on the
man.
screen.
She
When I
said
seen
kiss
that,
her
I said,
ass.
she wild, dude.
And then today she was crying.
Yeah, again.
No, I ain't see that.
Again.
Today
They're
she
talking
was
about we need to
crying
treat
and
each other
whining.
with grace and all this other stuff. Did you show me grace when I had to look at you in that big old purple outfit looking
I
like
feel like
Grimace?
I wasn't showing grace when it was in my what's that search this Explorer page. Just seeing your big ass on my because that's where I first seen it. I just tapped over an Explorer page and I just seen Lizzo ass and I was like,
Like, why? Like, God, what have I done?
I don't even see skinny people ass on my Explorer page, so I don't want to see Lizzo's ass either.
Now, a lot of people you thinking, and if you're first time tuning in, you might not know this, but I hate Lizzo. Hate Lizzo with a passion. Undying passion. Not because she's fat. Not because she shows her ass. Because she's fat and she shows her ass. That's why I hate her. And then wants to cry because people like me don't necessarily want to see her ass. Now I've seen Lizzo's ass more than I've seen any other celebrity's ass in the past 2 years.
That is
I don't want to. I didn't ask to. The shit is just everywhere. Hence how big it is. She should be focused on her music and her cholesterol.
She said, I still wonder why I do this shit. The love feels fake these days.
It is.
And the hate is way too real.
It is.
She says she promotes meditation, plant-based nutrition.
Okay, wait, stop there. Hold up. She promotes meditation and what?
Plant-based nutrition.
Is she frying the plants?
She does sometimes on her IG. We just see the bullshit a lot.
Is she frying the lettuce and the pears and all
I
that
don't
stuff?
know.
Is she one of them people that put sugar on everything?
Flexibility and strength by performing high energy choreography for 90 minutes straight. Body confidence. In the video you're commenting on, I'm literally dancing. Get a fucking life. Wait, not the act. She talking about the ass shaking video. She's
Dancing naked though.
So she
With
had to
her whole
drop her
ass
pants.
out?
Look, I don't have a problem with Lizzo. I'd make jokes about her being fat, but they're just jokes. They're just that. You know, I don't care. You know, I mean, I like fat people. I mean, but let's be honest. You people weren't screaming that Bone Crusher was sexy when he was bouncing around his big fat ass, taking his shirt off and stuff. Most of y'all were ribbing Bone Crusher. So I reserve the right to rib Lizzo fat ass. I don't want to see her dropping her pants every time I turn around. Hell, honestly, I don't really want to see any celebrity constantly dropping her ass. I get a shot of Rihanna's ass. I love Rihanna. I get a shot of Rihanna's ass. Cool. But I don't need to see her ass every time I log on. It's on the screen. And I'm not searching for I don't follow Lizzo on Facebook. I don't follow her on IG. I do not follow her on Snapchat. I am tired of seeing videos. And most of it is because of you people tagging me in these videos.
Because we know it's going to make your day.
Tag me in a picture of her on the treadmill. Tag me in a video of her eating these plants she's talking about she's eating.
I'm going to do that next.
Because you know what? She just like the rest of them vegans. Lying. I ain't never seen so many fat vegans in my life. Well, I only eat plant-based and, you know, I let go of the carbs and the sugar. Where'd you let go of them at? I'm sure you picked them up somewhere. You found them. Like, you're gaining weight. You're not losing it. How are you healthier than I am? Well,
what I said is people don't necessarily feel like they're fat shaming. People can just, and then it's like people don't have to like Lizzo's body. That's what a lot of people don't get. Y'all don't do this with skinny people. They like skinny people's bodies. They like people who are more shapely's body. Like, that's what people like. So if you choose to put yourself in that predicament, that is your own fault.
No.
To me.
There are certain people that like to root for people that have a problem with something or feel like they're a disadvantage. See, for me,
and it would never.
You are never going to take your insecurity and turn it around as a shield to protect you from the bullshit that you're doing when it comes to me. You will never say, I hate you because you're fat. No, I hate you because you're you. You just happen to be fat. Yeah, you hate me because I'm gay. No, I hate you because you're you. You just happen to be gay. Oh, you hate me because I'm white. No, I hate you because you're you. I don't hate you. You just happen to be white. You're not going to use your insecurity to mask all the bullshit that you do. The same shit we're running into again with the Dave Chappelle thing.
I finally watched it.
Did you?
I didn't.
What was your review?
I enjoyed it, and he proved his point really, because what I looked at a bunch of reviews from gay people after it on YouTube, because pretty much at the end of it, he's talking about Daphne and how she got the LGBT community slaughtered her. He said, I'm not saying it's their fault she killed herself,
but it didn't help.
But that didn't help. So when I went to go look at a lot of people that are gay, transgender, all that, they were like, I still didn't like it because Dave Chappelle tried to blame the LGBT community and it's homophobic and all this and that. And I'm just sitting up there like, so y'all proved his point, pretty much is what you're saying. I'm just like,
I mean, they dragged one of their own off because she said she liked Dave Chappelle.
They drag their own all the time. I follow somebody on YouTube who is a transgender, and she calls them out on bullshit, and they drag her constantly. But she still says she doesn't give a fuck, and she's white.
It's a shame because they're pulling. What did the transgender said? They were walking out in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm.
All three of them.
In 2 weeks because, you know, they won't take it down. Well, Netflix CEO has doubled down and said, look, y'all could be watching Murderous, all this other bullshit, or y'all could be watching adult comedy. And that's what you're watching.
Y'all let Jeffrey Dahmer and Tom Brady's little documentary stay up there. Every other sick ass, what was the one when kidnapped in plain sight?
Wait, Tom Brady.
Ted Brady, I mean.
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
I'm like, what did Tom Brady do?
And I didn't even catch that.
Ted Bundy. But y'all got all these serial killers and everything else, mutilated bodies. But as soon as you hurt a trans person's or LGBT person feelings, canceled.
Look, man, it is.
The
what
baby
it is.
shot a nigga in Walmart.
That shit was so fucked up. Dave Chappelle, that was the bad part about what Dave Chappelle said, because that had no context in the way he was talking about. Because that was self-defense. He should have used the actual murder.
Yeah, but you know the family of that person still coming out and saying it was murder. They was trying to link how the baby actually knew the guy and some other shit. Like they to this day still coming for the baby. So
Yeah, but they can only do it monetarily now because there were no charges filed on it. It was rule of self-defense. It's gonna be hard to turn it over now.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying there are people out there that look at that as him just cold blood murder.
I don't think it was. But then again, I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what's going on with that, so.
Well, that was a great intro. Now let's jump into some current events. While we're talking about the LBGT, Jussie Smollett just announced that the judge dismissed his plea. I mean, for him to have the charges dropped of him lying to the police, those charges will stand. Jussie will be going to trial. If y'all remember correctly, back in 2019, here on this podcast, we talked about Jussie Smollett and an incident in which he told the police he was assaulted in Chicago.
It's because he's gay.
The incident happened when Jussie Smollett says around midnight he got up and walked to Subway to get him a sandwich. Well, while he was walking to Subway to get him a sandwich, by the way,
negative degree weather.
This was during the polar vortex, the coldest day of the year on record in the Midwest. He was assaulted by two white men with MAGA hats, beat him up, called him niggas, spray painted, tarred, feathered him, and hung a noose around his neck, and they ran off into the night.
Ran off into the night.
Well,
froze off into the night. It was cold that day.
Jussie Smollett, who barely survived the attack, was taken to a hospital, was treated, and began to tell his tale of bravery as he survived. LBGT community was up in arms while black people stayed quiet. And you know why we stayed quiet? Because we knew this nigga was lying. None about this shit made sense. We've talked about this many times. If you are gay and homophobic, why are you watching Empire to even know who Jussie Smollett is? It's not like he had any leading roles before this. He was not a big star before Empire. So how the fuck would one, white people wearing MAGA hats in Chicago of all places come about to recognize at the only gay person on Empire who just happened to be having their contract negotiations coming up for the following season.
They just looked at him and
we're gonna get that faggot nigga right there. That's what he claimed they said. Now, what white people are gonna do that? I mean, but against all odds, the black community, not really black community, gay community, because most black people, even gay black people, was whispering behind their backs like, we know what's going on.
What you doing out here this cold ass that night?
And what would they be doing out there that cold ass night? And how would they recognize you? And then they beat you up and tie a noose around your neck, but don't use the noose. They just tie it there for whatever.
I thought he was out there trying to get some dick.
Well, now he's going to trial.
So I thought he was out there sucking dick in the parking lot.
He's going to trial for lying. Now, what do you think the outcome of this trial will be, Caleb? Please speak into the mic. We need to hear you clearly.
I don't even know, to tell you the truth. I don't know.
You know, there was a lot of cop work and manpower, put into this, trying to figure out where these men were that had the MAGA hats on and beat them up and called them nigger and stuff.
You faggot nigger.
I don't know if
they
he
said
ever
it
got
was
to
like
7.
2 in the morning. If I'm not mistaken, they said it was like 2 in the damn morning.
Nothing's
He
open
was getting
that
some
late.
dick in the parking lot.
He's going to jail.
Yep, Jussie Smollett will be going to.
I think he gonna go to jail if they trying to make an example out of him.
Well, they should make an example out of him lying to the police and have it all America up in arms and stuff like
I
that.
agree with that, but you know, with the gays, he might just have to pay a big ass fine that he ain't got no more. Cause is he even on Empire anymore?
Ain't no Empire no more. Yeah, Empire.
But I thought they dropped him after that too, though.
Yeah, he didn't make the final season.
Okay, so whatever money he has,
It's gone now. Lawyer fees, court
bitch.
fees.
I wish I would give my brother anything after that damn lie. You think I am Nicki Minaj? I ain't sticking up for that shit.
Moving on. Bill Cosby has another accuser that comes out. So I'm not even gonna give this no energy, cause I mean,
It's
what are you
too
still
long,
coming off after
right.
Bill Cosby for?
And she's so old now.
A 90s incident, and now all of a sudden you want to tell us, look, I'm not. To be clear, I'm not telling anybody when you should feel the bravery to come out and tell your story. I'm not telling anybody that, but this is just weird now. The man was already on trial with 40 other women,
And here she comes.
and then you wait for 3 years later to come out with your story out of the woodworks.
For me, I wouldn't be trying to like send him to jail.
No,
But
she's
I would
trying to
come-
get money.
Yeah, but I would come out and talk, but I like to try to send him to jail now, like.
But why would you come out when the other 40-something women had came out?
Because his name is hot right now still.
No, well,
I mean, for all you know, she could have had a person where if he gets off, then we'll go out and get him.
okay, let's just, well, whatever, man. You know.
Who said freaky ass?
Wani?
No, that wasn't whiny.
Lar.
They said unknown. Who? Lar the barber.
Oh, Bar.
I don't know
Okay.
what he speak of.
Let's see. Kim Kardashian currently facing backlash for her SNL opening skit. Now, what she's really facing backlash for is quite funny to me. Is the fact that Nicole Brown Simpson, her family is now upset with the comments made, basically saying, well, let's go with what Kim Kardashian said.
Okay.
Kim Kardashian, basically in her opening skit, said growing up she didn't meet any black people. She's like the first black person she met
Was OJ.
was her dad's client, O.J. Simpson. And it's true.
I'm like,
O.J.
okay.
doesn't leave a mark. Or maybe he leaves a mark. Or maybe he leaves many marks. Or maybe no marks at all. That was the opening line. Well, Nicole...
It just doesn't sound funny. Especially coming out of Kim's mouth.
Well, now Nicole Brown Simpson's family is upset because, Papa Jenner defended O.J. Simpson
Okay.
in that trial, and they feel like it was a conflict of interest of her even saying that she liked O.J. or making fun of the situation between
I'm confused.
OJ, her
Was
mother.
they friends?
no.
The bitch was fucking conflict of interest. You ain't nobody to me.
Well, they believe that Kim Kardashian's, her jokes were in poor taste. Now, a lot of other people have made fun of the OJ trial.
Right. Wouldn't that have been, in every movie they sit up there and say OJ did it, goddammit. Like,
what are we really chasing?
maybe
here?
they know not to come for black folks because we don't care.
That too.
Look, let's be honest. It's, 30 years later now? We all know OJ got off because of shit that happened with Rodney King.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want 2 sets of riots in L.A., so they gave us one. Look, them charges, the way that whole trial was, we knew OJ did it. OJ should have been on death row.
That was before my time.
OJ should have been on death row. There's no way that OJ
OJ did
he
it.
had motive. He was around when it happened.
And that bitch
And-
wasn't finna get my money.
I might
Technically, the family got it anyway.
you leave me to go be with whoever Rod Goldman was, whatever his name was.
One
You-
of her own people.
And you're gonna move him into my house while I'm paying you alimony. Yes, I would have killed her too.
I can imagine Tori said he gonna kill her.
Ain't no saying nothing. You think you gonna kick me out of my house? I gotta pay you alimony, and then you gonna move your new nigga in?
I'm gonna write you
And live
letters
happy
and-
ever after.
and put $20 on your books and stuff because that's all I can afford because it's like $6.95 to send it.
I'm going in there
so.
just like OJ did. Just like OJ did. And you know what? I wouldn't even give a fuck if I get caught. My life was over anyway because I was going to pay you for the rest of my life, so it was a wrap.
Bitch, Bitch, I'm only finna pay 1 or 2 ways.
Oh, speaking of, Dr. Dre has to go get his divorce. He's got to go get his divorce revisited.
They see the back, your big ass back just crawling across the camera.
I don't understand why he's crawling on the floor.
And then you just got up. And then they see you right there. Yes, they did. They saw you in 4K.
Dr. Dre got to get his divorce revisited.
Yeah,
because they found out he found out he was cheating. And now
he was cheating.
He was cheating.
We knew that.
Yeah, but now it's been confirmed. So she
knew that.
In matters of infidelity,
Oh well.
The alimony kind of goes up a little bit.
Yeah, I know how I feel. I don't care. I don't care. That was your preference. That was your preference. You go do that.
What?
Vanessa.
Oh. But she went.
Well, is her name Vanessa? Was her name Vanessa? What the hell was her name?
I don't remember. I don't care
I'll
about
call her Vanessa just to give her a name. That was his preference.
Is there another water over there, Kayla?
No, it's been open.
Ain't none in the fridge? What is that?
Hot sauce.
Sweet chili hot sauce? I'd rather not
Oh,
drink
wait.
it. Woohoo! Because I'll show the thirst over here. All right. Now, sad news, General Colin Powell. I'm assuming everybody knows who that is.
Absolutely not.
You don't know who Colin Powell is?
You gotta explain it to me. Maybe it'll jog my memory. Not by name.
The first black four-star general of the United States was former Secretary of Defense, former Secretary of Defense, and something else.
Nah, I don't know the nigga.
Y'all know Colin Powell is for real?
No, I don't.
No, I don't know.
Do y'all do anything during Black History Month?
No, I barbecue.
You barbecue.
Well, my grandma barbecue.
Okay, it's four-star general, first black head Secretary of State. Let's see, he was a statesman, of course, all-around politician, security advisor, chairman of the Joint Staff. He was just basically the first black person in Washington to be the head nigga in charge. He did everything but damn near be president.
I mean, okay. I could think of the name, but I don't know who. I ain't know who he was like that.
Oh, okay. Well, Colin Powell passed away yesterday.
They say how?
COVID related symptoms, which was tough.
Did they broadcast that he was fully vaccinated?
Yes, they did.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
Shocker. They usually don't. Mm-hmm. They usually only broadcast the unvaccinated bitch that done said this and that about COVID vaccine has died.
But there's a couple things, because I knew everybody was going to run with that. A couple mitigating factors in here. One, he was 84 years old. Two, he had stage 4 cancer. So both of those could have played in a part, because when you have any form of cancer, your immune system is damn near non-existent. My mother was going through radiation, and we couldn't go over to the house during the quarantine because she damn near had no immune system, so she could have got COVID like that. So, I mean, if people can run with the whole fully vaccinated and he got it, it's just not, people really ain't gonna care. Why is you doing a worm on the floor, man? It's just a nasty ass floor.
He ain't gonna be able to get back up at all.
He's still on the floor.
Oh, is he taking a nap down there or something?
He ain't gonna be able to get back up at all.
But yeah, I mean,
still see your back.
You can run the whole he got COVID and then he was fully vaccinated, and leave out the.
That's exactly how
rest.
the gay porn started out.
Yeah, we see you again. Right in the camera.
Something is wrong with y'all. All right, we got the Louisiana State Trooper that was fired for speaking out against the fellow officers for murdering a black man.
I heard about that. Was he black or white?
Black.
It was a black dude, right?
Mm-hmm. And so, what was it? 2019 in Baton Rouge, we had a high-speed chase between Baton Rouge State Patrol officers, state troopers, and a young black man who I don't even think got his name. You want to look that up for me, Amber? What his name was?
Damn.
Because I would not like to acknowledge the man.
You mean the state trooper's name?
No, I don't really could care less about this. The one that came forward, you can Google his name too. But the black man that died, because I would not like to leave him nameless. Had a situation where it was a high-speed chase, and the troopers stated that the man died in the car crash. Ronald Green died in the car crash. Well, there was no dash cam footage, and there were no body cameras on. Well, footage surfaced later of Green actually being alive, kicked, beaten, before he was taken into police custody. So basically, he was killed because one of the officers died in the car crash. Well, later on, actually, recently, as of last week, an officer was fired because he spoke out about it, a black officer, stating that the murderers are still working in the police department. One officer was reprimanded, one officer was supposed to be fired, but he died in the car crash from his injuries in the car crash. And the other officers are still on the force. So he spoke out about it. And this is where things get weird to me.
Oh, Lord.
Policies in Baton Rouge Police Department frown on speaking to the press. So that's what he's still employed pending termination.
For speaking to the press.
Yes.
I could see that. Even my job, I could get fired if something happened and I speak to the press.
Well, what are you to do in a situation like this?
I would go
Pretty much no comment.
Yeah.
And continue working with the murderers that you know killed one of your own?
I would.
I
would see how far I can go to HR. When it comes to HR, I ain't unknown in nothing. You gonna see me, bitch. Put it right up in my locker if you want to. We can go tit for tat up in this bed. But that's just me. Everybody know I'm an extra type of person. But I'm gonna make it very known that I'm finna tell on you, my nigga. That if a motherfucker like me join the police force, everybody in my family got guns. My brothers both did some things. So it is what it is. So, but I'm gonna see how far I can go in the job to see what happens, and then I'm gonna get to looking for another job.
Well, by the way, so the officer's name was Carl Cavalier, and he violated the department's policy on public statement, lawful orders, meaning they probably ordered him to keep his mouth closed, loyalty to the department, which definitely means they told him to keep his mouth closed, dissemination of information, which means it's all a lie, and seeking publicity. Oh, and conduct unbecoming of an officer.
Yeah, I seen that. I pulled it up on my thing.
So conduct unbecoming of an officer by trying to tell the truth. Like,
y'all had me it was the first two. I was like, okay, I see that, and then they start going on, and I was like, what the fuck? Pretty much, y'all just mad he told on y'all.
So basically, he filed, lawsuits against the Louisiana State Patrol. Nothing happened. He went to his command. Nothing happened. Several of his superiors racially discriminated against him for years. Nothing happened. It's Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Deep South. I could see all this happen. Confederate flags and shit flying
I would have
around,
never been a police officer there in the first
pickup
place.
trucks and hee-hawing and stuff going on.
He went to the news. So, if he did all that, I don't see nothing he did was wrong. It is what it is. Regardless, they was gonna find a way to fire his ass anyway. So, why not go to the public? I would have dropped all their fucking names too.
I'm guessing he did.
I was gonna say,
That's exactly what I would have did. I would have dropped everybody's name. It was Officer so and so, and then so and so.
And my thing is, if the Louisiana State Police or State Patrol had told Green's family, told his family that he died in a car crash and that wasn't true, then why are you now penalizing Officer Cavalier
470 something days later
for telling the truth? That, in fact, their son was alive when he was taken into police custody, and that's where he died.
So is something? Are they going to take them to trial and all that stuff now?
They're actually, the focus ain't even on the police. It's on Cavalier right now, trying to keep his job.
I get that, but I just at some point I want to know if they gonna put some charges on this motherfucker.
I have no idea. Because nobody seems to be caring about the police department itself. They're caring about this one officer and getting him off the force. I saw this a couple years ago. Not even a couple. It's got to be like 10 years now. The LAPD officer, name was Chris Dorner.
Oh, yeah. Ain't that the one that
decided to do, what was it?
Chili bang bang on all their asses?
For lack of a better word, basically waged asymmetrical war against the LAPD, started killing officers, and said he was killing officers and their families. And in a twisted way,
but then when we do that, we wrong.
In a twisted way, I believe he was actually trying to do his job. He was a war vet. He had served overseas or whatever. He went through the proper channels. He filed appeals, trying to keep his job.
I knew that one, like he did.
And he finally snapped once they told him.
They said he was filing complaints for years too.
Yeah. And he finally snapped and then decided, okay, I'm gonna start killing the problem. Cause being on the LAPD, he probably saw some fucked up shit.
I don't blame
Plenty of fucked up shit. So he's like, you know what? LAPD is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because in a lot of places...
it's L.A.
Yeah. In a lot of places, well, they always said LAPD and NYPD were the two biggest gangs in the United States.
Right. And
they were notorious for harassing, African Americans, especially in poverty-stricken areas.
Yeah, we saw NWA.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it, the Louisiana.
But then again, it's like a catch-22 because it's like black people don't know how to act without the police on their neck. Because what's going on in Milwaukee right now?
Mm-hmm.
They ease up on the police, interactions with black people and ease up on all the bullshit they used to do. Because when I was a teenager, the cops pull you over for no reason. Yank you out your car, search your car.
I feel like
figure out who you is, take you in if they feel like it for no reason.
Police,
but now they don't do that stuff no more, and the community has lost it.
My thing is, police are needed. I can agree to that. They are needed, but it's just like if they were doing what they were supposed to be doing, what y'all are put in place to do in the first place, people wouldn't have such an issue with it.
I agree.
So it's just. If y'all was out here actually catching the criminals that doing everything y'all supposed to be doing, stopping the fucking kill boys and everything else, instead of pulling somebody over for some bullshit, people wouldn't be screaming defund the police and abolish the police. So it's like I get both sides of it. I said I'm not about to be protesting for you little niggas no more. But at the same time, it's like police do be on bullshit.
They do be on bullshit. But it's almost like we don't know how to act without them either.
Yeah, it's like they need to keep you motherfuckers in check, but at the same time, it's just...
you can't win or lose.
Yeah, you can't win for losing.
Yeah, because now, like the streets of Milwaukee County are not safe at all. Well, not Milwaukee County, because you better not take that shit over there in the Glendale, fucking Brookfield if you want to. But... in the city of Milwaukee, people are getting shot in broad daylight. Mm-hmm. People are getting their cars smashed. Cars are getting stolen. We're right now in the process of looking for a 3-year-old child, and hoping that this child who's been missing for over 24 hours turns up alive.
Right.
Yet, because of all the things that have happened in the past leading up to this, we've had so many police officers quit and transfer and retire because we scream, we don't need police, all down our backs, and we don't need police, riding through our neighborhoods every 5 minutes and harassing us. Well,
and it's the criminals screaming it.
Mm-hmm. Well, now that we got that, the city has just lost it. I mean, it's like the city needs a stricter hand and somebody to rule the city with impunity and shit like that, just for people to act right.
Right.
Because you wonder why so many kid boys get away with the shit. Well, we don't have a fully staffed police department anymore. They can't put enough cops on the street. And then when they do put the cops on the street, you can't do nothing.
First thing, when they pull you over, the first thing they do is scream racism, racism. I didn't know you was black when I pulled you over. Technically, I just knew your ass was driving reckless. And then these same people be sitting there blaming the police for their little 16-year-old still in the car, driving crazy, killing somebody else. Oh, it's the police fault. No, it's your badass kid fault.
I mean, they've done everything. They put in do not pursue laws and stuff, so they can't chase you up and down the street if you have a stolen car because they don't want you fleeing from them and hitting and killing somebody else.
They still do that.
Well, that shit didn't work. I would still do it too. I'm like, man, fuck it. We're just gonna let I thought it was stupid. We're just gonna let the perpetrator get away. Just because he's driving faster than yeah, just because he's driving faster.
Because him driving fast, at least with my siren on, people gonna get out the way. Mm-hmm. But the driving fast. That's how that one. What was he? 16-year-old hit somebody else and he died. And everybody was like, y'all wrong for saying that 16-year-old deserved to die. Blah blah blah. And I was just like,
when was this? Last year?
Was it last year? It probably was last year.
No, it was earlier this year, I think.
No, that was something else. That was something else.
I think it was earlier this year.
Yeah, it probably would have. It probably was over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that! You steal my car and do all that goddamn damage, kill somebody else.
Yeah, my thing is,
yourself in the process.
By the time you get to the police aspect of it, it's too late anyway.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Shit should have been nipped in the bud at the house. Half of these parents don't know where their kids at because they too busy out and partying
and they want to be their kids' friends.
Mm-hmm. Ain't no way I'm not gonna know where my 13, 14, Sam is 15 going on 16. And at 10 o'clock, I know where his ass is in that room sleep because he got to go to school the next day. Ain't no me looking and calling and trying to figure out where the fuck he at. I know he's at home because I'm at home.
All right.
And if he sneaks out into the middle of the night, he just better stay wherever he went. Don't bring none of that bullshit back in because ain't nobody walking in my house after 10 o'clock that don't pay bills.
Gonna be sitting on his bed with a belt.
I ain't. She can. I ain't about to chase after nobody.
He gonna climb through that window. Mel, where your ass been?
Wherever you leave and his snuck out to, go back there. I done packed your bag for you.
See, I never had to have that discussion. I just knew to have my ass in the house. I was scared. They said when I page you and you see this number, it was a real pager. You see this number, your ass better be 10 minutes from this house. And I used to run.
But that's real shit. Everybody's worried about getting down to Taco Tuesday and La Fuente's and have margaritas and shit and not paying attention to what their kids do. I mean, even if you're going to go out, leave your kids with somebody that you trust to raise them as you would raise them. Mm-hmm. Stop leaving kids to raise themselves and then wondering what's going on. Look, these kids got way more access to the outside world than we ever had from inside their house.
They got internet.
Definitely do. I tell my kids that all the time.
Social media, they can get on.
We did not have none of this.
No. But then they also get influenced from all these different places.
We did not have the fucking internet.
We didn't have no phone. We didn't have
no
iPad.
We had my first phone was that little black phone, and you could
slide up.
You had to take the battery out to charge it up and then put it back in.
No,
I literally still got it.
No, I'm just saying, it's parenting starts at home. You're a parent just like I am, Kelly. You're becoming a parent, and we all. I would hope we're all on the same page of.
Not try me.
Yeah, that we're on the same page of. As your kids grow up, they should be more responsible. While you shouldn't be chasing them behind them, you should have an idea of where they're at and what they're doing. Mm-hmm. That's part of being a parent. That's just parenting 101. You don't just leave your kids to raise themselves, but so you can go post selfies at Kiss Ultra Lounge and shit like that. I mean, look, if I hit somebody, only hit dogs holler because it's the truth. Some of y'all got teenage boys. Y'all know where the fuck they at. Y'all want to swear they're angels, but you know they not.
Yeah,
and these are the people that are out here running people over and stealing people cars that they worked hard for. I don't have no sympathy for none of that. Don't
and
get
I
on.
I definitely don't understand this whole saying that we can't control our kids now. Bitch, like the fuck you can. I'm 33 years old and my mama and daddy still can control me. I be yes.
You can't control your kids. Yet your kids live in your house. They eat your food, wear your clothes, your shoes.
I sent them right to boot camp like they used to do on
So-
Jenny Jones and Maury and stuff. And this
So
little
how can you
military
not
dude come
control your
out.
kids? If your kid ain't got no job, how does he, and crack is dwindling down now, so ain't nobody making a ton of money off of selling crack in Milwaukee like that. If all these things go into play, how are they getting money to post in these Gucci belts? Where are they getting these stacks of cash from? Where, I mean, let's be honest here.
I ain't even got no Gucci belt.
No, but your kids got all this shit, but you can't do nothing with them. You can't control them. You can't.
I wish I would buy my kid a Gucci belt and they don't listen to shit I say.
I once had a pit bull. His name was Block. Big old massive head on him
Just
and
one of them old
everything.
grandpa stories.
Once had a pit bull. His name was Block. Real big old massive head, full grown, blue nose sorrel. Dog knocked over my baby. When I brought my oldest daughter home, Toriana, and he knocked her walker over, running around the house. And I went to grab him, and his hair stood on the back of his neck, and he started growling or whatever. Snatched that dog up and hit him up against every wall in the house. The dog started peeing on himself after I got done with him. You know why? Because at no point in time am I ever going to be scared of something I feed, clothe, and take care of. That goes the same way with my kids. If I feed, clothe, and take care of you, I'm not scared of you. There's no reason for me to be. So you're not going to tell me that you leaving the house at 10 o'clock. You're not going to tell me that you going with this friend and I don't know who the fuck they is. Or you coming home late from after school because you was kicking it or whatever. You're going to do what the fuck I say. Or go discover America. That's what my daddy told me.
My daddy
you want to
did
be grown,
that to
go
our
discover
dogs,
America.
And I cried. I heard them. I was like, no. You beat the fuck out them dogs. I wanted to call the police. I was so scared for them dogs. And all they did was shit it in the house.
Because what? All our kids going to get to the point of we can't whoop them. That shit ain't going to mean nothing no more.
It definitely don't phase them no more.
Then you get to the age where I'm going to beat your ass.
Taking nothing don't phase them no more.
So
Gotta let
get
them
out.
fend for themselves.
Get out. Because guess
Tough
what?
love.
In the middle of the night when your stomach start rumbling and you cold outside and all that stuff, you're going to remember where home is, and then you're going to have to humble yourself to come back.
God, that was like with Jacoby when he talked crazy to my mama, flinched up. That was in the beginning of this year. This motherfucker is 22 right now. Raised his fist to my mama. I stayed at that house all night, kicked him out with his girlfriend. They ass was sleeping in the middle of the goddamn garages with some blankets wrapped around them during that cold ass winter. And I stood at the door just watching them like, I bet you ain't gonna talk crazy to my mama now, nigga.
You know, most of these parents are what I like to call aiding in the bed. These teenagers, they know their kids ain't shit. They know their kids out there doing bullshit and whole shit. Now either they trying to chase after some dusty ass nigga, or they're busy trying to, go to the clubs and be. Now, I'm not knocking the parents that literally are struggling and they're working and they just literally can't be there with their kids. I'm not knocking you. But you still are part of the problem. Because you need to get a handle on somebody to watch these little bad motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
People are dying at their hands. People are losing money at their hands. And you brought the child into this world, so it's your responsibility. I ain't fuck nobody to make your kid. So that's your responsibility.
So why do I gotta pay for a car that
Or the side of my house.
Yeah, right.
Or, worry about my kids walking down the street without getting shot or whatever. That kid is your responsibility.
Why do I gotta pay for something because your ass don't want to pay for something because you tired of your kid? Just let them go. Just go. Let them go out into the world. No, that's still your responsibility.
But then looking for handouts when somebody, do something about your kid.
GoFundMe's all over.
That's why I don't do GoFundMe's. Unless it's people I know, I don't do GoFundMe's. Bitch, I'm not your insurance.
Yo, it's crazy. So
I can support my friends, but I ain't finna support.
Did you ever find out what happened up on Burla?
That's what I kept looking. Nothing. I kept looking. I ain't seen nothing.
I really hope they found that little kid.
Safe.
Right.
At that. Nope, I don't see nothing.
But if they found that man dead.
I think that was the guilt of him taking himself.
But take yourself. Don't take the kid. I hope that he didn't do nothing to that boy.
Well, before we get out of here, a couple shout outs. One shout out. I had a busy weekend with the funeral because of death in the family, but yesterday they hosted the third podcast basketball game where Most Unknowns and TZ Talks put on two teams where a bunch of podcasters joined up and enjoyed a good game of basketball. To my understanding, the TZ Talks podcast won.
That's
so
what's up.
Shout out to them.
Hey.
And you know what? Just in general, shout out to all podcasts in the Milwaukee area. Just shout out to y'all because a lot of y'all are doing y'all thing. Unlike this Wall Tone has, with all these podcasts that have quit and dropped out of the game and stuff that he's doing for fluff and all this other stuff. It's about 40 podcasts and only 10 of them still record. But he won't take them down because he's trying to hoodwink people in the joining death row. I don't understand why.
2,
right.
3, 4.
But shout out to all Milwaukee podcasts.
5.
Pretty soon it'll be time for them to make the announcement about the Ugly Sweater Party again this year, and it'd be great to see all y'all.
No Halloween party? No Halloween party?
No Halloween party.
It sucks.
All our eggs are going into one basket this year, and we have been discussing the Ugly Sweater Party.
Okay.
So, y'all stay on lookout for that. Also,
Maybe
shout
I'll
out.
have a belly by then.
What?
I'll have a belly. I have a belly. This is just because I ate something.
Okay. That's just gas.
Yeah.
Shout out. I don't do this enough. I apologize, but I want to shout out all our listeners. Over the course of the weekend, I was in D's Elegance on Friday night. I was in D's Elegance. A guy walked up to me and said, "Hey, are you Tory?" And I had to kind of guard myself because I never know. I said a lot of shit on Facebook, but if you swing, I can roll my shoulder quite well. Don't get it twisted. But he said, "You Tory?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm Tory." And he said, "I still listen to your podcast, Real Bar Talk Podcast. I'm not calling names because I might mess it up, but shout out to you." And then Saturday,
He didn't mention me. He didn't mention me.
No, but next time I will ask, did you check out my co-host? And then Saturday I was at the repast of a funeral I went to, and two of my cousins came up and said, "Dude, y'all podcast is hilarious." And I never knew listen to this podcast. I'm gonna start watching what I say because I say some outlandish shit and I don't know who be listening.
You.
Yeah. So shout out to all our listeners, people that still mess with us. At least I know that we're not just coming out here on Monday nights for no damn reason. And with that being said, make sure that y'all like, share, comment, rate, review this podcast. You can check this podcast and previous podcasts out wherever you stream your podcast out. Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Music, iHeart, all that good stuff. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, Real Bar Talk Podcast, Instagram, Real Talk Podcast, Real Bar Talk Podcast, Twitter, bar_MKE, and Gmail, Real Bar Talk Podcast @gmail.com. Anything else?
No.
No.
Jesse Smollett was sucking dick in the parking lot.
Shout out to him. And per usual, let's make sure we shout out our co-hosts, K-Way. Make sure y'all get some egg rolls. When will you be rolling again?
Tomorrow.
I'm trying to get my truck
I
out here.
love
This is
you.
so much.
Tomorrow.
What? So much with the truck?
Take your time.
What?
That's
When
that's
it's
what
done,
I'm
it's
doing.
done right.
That's what I'm doing. Like, I feel like I could have been out here longer. I mean, before. But it's like, when I want to come, I want to be out. Like, me having
Prepare
trips
for
and
next
stuff.
summer or something.
No,
We can't hear you because you're not talking.
Oh, I'm
anymore.
gonna be out. Shit, we gonna be out here in the winter. It's just when I don't know. I'm just waiting on one more piece to just get out here.
Oh, for the truck.
Take your time.
That's what I've been doing.
We will.
Like I've been having so many
We
people
will
like,
definitely
man, where you
support.
at? I'm like, I'm still at home.
Don't get discouraged.
No, I'm not. No, I'm definitely not discouraged. It's just like I have other things that I've like had already planned, and it's like,
all this traveling and shit.
yeah, I don't want to like start traveling and then
That's my jealous
get on the
face.
truck, and then I'm closed for 2 weeks. You never had one? I thought I brought some. I'll bring some Monday.
No, he wasn't our engineer.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I'll bring us some Monday.
It was after you know. Well, no. Yeah, because no, it was before we fired Tom.
I'm gonna bring us some on Monday. Yeah, I don't got nothing to play Monday.
I can eat them.
Oh, you can eat now.
I can eat them now.
Okay, so K-Way is lunching on Monday.
Yeah, please do that just in case.
No, don't say that because that makes it seem like it's nasty.
Yeah, but you never know.
She pregnant. She might throw up. Nah, she ain't throwing up on me.
Well, I'm sitting over there.
Oh, see.
I'm sitting where you at.
Get a bag for the garbage. This is we'll figure it out.
I hate garbages like that.
I'm gonna just be like, I might got my co-host throwing up. Like them dry ass egg rolls.
I'm planning on sometime in November.
For the food truck.
Though.
Well, we got to make sure, we promote because Kayla is one of our own. Yeah, make sure y'all support K-Way.
Please do.
I didn't throw up the last egg rolls. When I was real nauseous and stuff, I would take
No,
a
don't
bite.
starve.
I would take a bite and I would just be laying on the couch like this, like, you gonna stay down.
So if y'all can catch her and she's not out of town, make sure y'all check out K-Way.
Shay,
I'm
every
just saying
weekend.
because she always leaves.
Every week.
She always
where
leaves
you
her
going
friend.
this weekend?
To Green Bay. No,
Where you going next weekend?
I'm not going nowhere until November. I'm going to New Orleans.
She lying.
Nola. What you going on Nola for? Just to go?
My youngest goddaughter's mom's birthday.
My youngest godmom's. The
Youngest
goddaughter's
mother.
AKA.
No, it's on the 4th.
Rich.
Mm-hmm.
No, you gotta space it out. You gotta space it out.
3 weeks? Y'all make sure y'all next drink is a cold when we out.
Bye.
What up, though?
I'm for real.
Milwaukee's Realest Podcast. Mr. Unpopular Opinion, Torium.
BB Handy. Hey, y'all.
Milwaukee's Realest Podcast.